10 seconds remaining.
Is it happening?
5 seconds remaining.
No one's disconnecting. Ban the pick yet. I think the first pick is the right team now. I actually have a game on hands. 45 minutes, even more so than the scheduled start time. My name is Dragon Job here for the WePlay League Season 3. EWolves versus Infamous. Had a lot of issues. Infamous was late to begin with, then Valve patched. Of course, that creates a lot of troubles. Then we had casters not loading. We had everything that could go wrong did go wrong. I don't even know anymore, but hey. I'm gonna start now. My name is Dragon Job, bringing you this game. We have our first ban, Jukes. Please help me. Please.
I can
Please,
speak now. I didn't want to talk until something had happened. I was just not wanting to jinx it. I'm sitting there going, no, please, please, no. We do have an Undying and Batrider ban, so we confirmed. Game's going.
Oh my god. Shout out to you guys if you're still sticking around. I think we even gained some viewers during all of that. I have no idea how that happened, but hey. Looks like we finally have the game on hands. EWolves 1 and 2 in the tournament so far. I believe they lost against Leviathan as well as DC and one against Archon, Infamous. Something like that. Actually have a score in technically in the league so far, but overall EWolves, if you look at that lineup, Smash, Mystico, I believe is M-God, Misoko, Van, I have kind of the creme de la creme of South American Dota. Peru even. Running at each other, so should be interesting to say the least. And
I'm definitely looking forward to this game. I love watching some of these players, watching Smash, watching Mystico, Z-Top. These guys are all brilliant, and IWO, but they're just really skilled with their heroes. They've been for their game for quite some time now, and they're finally getting to be able to play it with the big boys. And yeah, Infamous are 2-0 up indeed. They actually beat Archon and Enemy on the way up here.
Yeah. No bad teams for sure, and interesting bans coming out. I mean, Undying ban, I haven't seen that on the EU scene for a while. Nature's Prophet and Lone Druids, kind of more common. Batrider, not so much either, but then again, he has been picked up as well. Was coming back into that off lane, sometimes middle lane hero, sometimes is middle lane hero, but banned out in first phase, not quite as common, at least to me. It's been a while since I've casted South American Dota though, so this might be common. Mastodon, that's a familiar face. One very solid offlane here. You can benefit from that extra camp that has been introduced, just maybe stack that out next to the Ancients perhaps. And get some easy farm going if you do get zoned out, which is hard to begin with unless you have the right with the boar, just keeping people away. So later down the line, nice little pushing potential between probably built into attack speed aura.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, the thing it provides the most as well is that vision that you have on the map. And even though people have been going on about push, people have been going on about the constant battle with the mid, stuff like that, the vision has been that one constant we've seen so far this patch. Just being able to have that slight advantage over the other team, bonding out, getting as much info as possible is always key anyway.
Picked up no Oracle, which most people would say is kind of an upgraded Dazzle. Do you agree with that, with False Promise, kind of replacing Shallow Grave and just kind of being a better Shallow Grave in some sense?
I think it's fine. Like, I think the Dazzle here is more of a defensive sort of pick somewhat. The Oracle sort of is in some cases a better Dazzle for a group especially. But I mean, not seeing an obvious pick for the Purge yet, whereas the Dazzle Shallow Grave can sort of save a lot of people as well as False Promise.
Obviously, if you also have minus armor that you have from a week, can kind of feed into your strat a little bit later down the line.
10 seconds remaining.
In his tree, we've seen the offer lead just yet, but now pick up Jarakato, which is kind of one of these standard carries nowadays that benefit really well from that stock, even to some degree. Obviously, the role of the Night Stalker either out of the 3 position or out of the 4 position. He'll want to start roaming around, start putting on pressure as early as he can during the
very good pickup as well, because it doesn't show much information as to how your lanes are going to go up. Is Night Stalker, you can pretty much put in lanes depending on how you want to do it. We see the Vengeful Spirit Band being picked up by EWolves. That's a hero that pretty much made it through most drafts, I think, that I've watched anyway over the last few weeks. It's a very common hero indeed to pick up.
Radiant team ban.
Do you think there'll be a core bench or one of these kind of standard support bench? Because if you look at the CIS scene, they have been experimenting quite a lot with the core bench and have been using that quite regularly, all things considered. So, what do you actually prefer there?
I think out of all the other scenes, apart from CIS that would run a core venge, it would be the Peruvians. These guys are known for aggression as well, and it does work quite well with the Beastmaster's attack speed aura also.
Radiant team ban.
That's true. It's kind of gives the bench the ability to actually do a lot of right clicking, which he normally doesn't do. Normally, when you do run a core bench, you have someone like a Shadow Fiend or an Ember Spirit in the middle lane who can then benefit from the extra attack damage that you get from the aura. But you don't really pick up the bench core to just out-carry the enemy carry in the late game. That's not how it works, but we'll see as we run into the second phase of the draft. Darkseid as well as Abaddon banned out from EWolves, so I'd be looking for another carry instead that doesn't really like to deal with the Darkseid in the first place. Enchantress banned out for Infamous, kind of interesting ban, but in the American scene it's kind of cropping up here and then just as an offlane hero that can actually turn into a very, very good right clicker with the new Dragonlance, with the axe, just adding so much distance to your impetus, making sure that you can deal pretty much max amount of damage.
Yeah, it's a hero that comes into play pretty early on as well, especially when you have dual auras as well. It's definitely not a hero you want to even think about with a Venge and a Beastmaster in your same lineup as well. Being picked up by Infamous, one of the common mids we've seen a little bit as well, thanks mostly to the Spirit Siphon being quite hefty, nice pure damage, very amazing at pushing, just a very versatile mid right now, very strong as well.
Earthshaker though, that's a hero that I haven't seen in a while, can also be in a roaming focus, and it's actually an interesting kind of solution for Death Prophet in some sense. If you manage to get the fissure on target, block Death Prophet off a little bit, at the same time the Spirit Siphon is just so strong that it might just be enough to keep Death Prophet alive and turn around if you want to try and go on. Depending on what kind of mid hero for here. There's still Invoke in the pool actually, which is quite surprising. So if EWolves want to go for that, they definitely have the follow-up for the in general, just Selena would also work very well. Still plenty of options for EWolves to work up against the Death Prophet, but if they don't, I see them not having a really good mid-game. You have the Night Stalker who's gonna start roaming around, it's gonna start creating space. You have a Death Prophet, and if she gets off to a good start, she can become their unstoppable force. Aceless Void now for Zoom the 1 position perhaps, or maybe off lane if they want to run a Night Stalker as a 4. That's all backed up by a Dazzle as kind of a fail-safe, and also the synergy is there with the weave as well as the physical damage from the DP.
It's very strong as well, Faceless Void being able to lock down all the stuns, because EWolves are running 4 stuns on their lineup right now. That is very scary. You get hit by one, you're going to get hit by the lot. So Faceless Void sort of ensuring a bit of lockdown as well, works nicely with the Death Prophet. Get all your siphons off for free pretty much, rolling with Exorcism, you can down a team. It's a nice chrono out of anywhere.
5 seconds remaining.
This Mirana pick, that's a hero that I have never seen outside of the American Dota scene, North America even. Is the hero still good? Question mark.
I still think a long time ago Mirana used to be called, you know, like the stronger Wind Ranger, but Wind Ranger's now succumbed to that. But I think they probably wanted more for the Moonlight Shadow to try to catch them off guard, and the stun lockdown they have, stun on top of stun, you know, getting that 5-second stun from long range is really insane.
If you can get it right, you don't really have the best setup. Earthshaker doesn't really work because the fissure is a great initiation range, but it's not really a setup for the arrow because it's not really a long disable. Vengeful Spirit stun story, and if you use the raw, then have to use the arrow as well on the same target later down the line. It's not really what it's gonna come down to the Moonlight Shadow. It's also gonna come down to whether Mirana will be that core position or together with the Earthshaker in
10 seconds remaining.
In the support positions trying to roam around, which seems very greedy.
does. If we look at the gyrocopter ban out from Elite, which is a very smart
Reserve
ban,
time.
especially on top of what Infamous have right now as well. And OD being banned out by Elite Wolves, they still reckon there's a mid to be picked. I pretty much agree with that, actually. I don't think they could be running a Core Venge, either Core Venge or Core Mirana, either one of them, but both of them sort of buff each other up quite nicely between the Leap, between Vengeance Zora and with Beastmaster Zora there as well. So we've got a very strong sort of mid-game lineup with just the shared damage coming through the auras as it is. They're definitely
10
thinking
seconds remaining.
Yael Devaris, still thinking a mid-hero needs to be picked up here. Which I
5
think,
seconds
as
remaining.
earlier, Lena would be quite nice.
OD obviously one of the better counters to the DP. What?
Dire team
Alright, that's
pick.
offlane Void, safe lane Invoker perhaps, by the looks of it. So, interesting pickup. Didn't quite think about that, but it does make a lot of sense. You still have massive amounts of synergy between the Faceless Void, obviously, with the Chronosphere being able to set up for the Invoker, or vice versa even. And if you now look at Infamous, think about the mid game, that is a lot of very
10
good
seconds
stuff that they have
remaining.
available to them. The problem is a lot of that is in the ultimate. Death Prophet with hers, just relying on that to do the damage, Faceless Void. Similar kind of story, if he gets shut down in the off lane for a little bit, then he's gonna turn into a monkey, as I like to call it, where he doesn't provide all that much outside of that.
It's just a strong combination throughout all the heroes, and I mean, Elite Wolves are responding by picking up Shadow Fiend, which is something you need to snowball with pretty early on, so I think they fear that mid-game power that Infamous have, so they really want to get something up early, get these stacks going, get Shadow Fiend up fast, and just try to nail down some heroes as fast as possible when fights do break out.
You definitely need to, but still I can't help but feeling that Elite Wolves are too greedy in a lineup, right? You have Earthshake, you have Mirana, you have Vengeful Spirit, all of those are quite vulnerable, even Shadow Fiend early
10
on.
seconds
You have a Night
remaining.
Stalker roaming around as soon as as the clock hits 4 minutes.
5
I mean, he might
seconds
not get too
remaining.
many levels out of that support position, but still, if he does, and if Shadow Fiend maybe doesn't have the best time in mid, sure, you can still stack up camps, you can still kind of try and come back, but it's much slower than it used to be with the changes to the mana cost of the race, as well as the Cloak Aura on some of these creeps. So the Shadow Fiend isn't the free hero that he used to be anymore, and if he falls behind, he's not going to be as scary as he should be, and as he needs to be.
No, exactly.
It's,
I just think Elite Wolves are gambling too much with their lineup. They're a little bit more one-dimensional. I think they need to get their levels as soon as possible to get the amount of damage out from their stuns mostly. They have an amazing amount of pick-off potential, but they still need those few levels to be able to do that. And that's something that the pressure from the Night Stalker, potential of a Sunstrike on top of Night Stalker locking someone down, Dazzle slows, left enough to sort of help kite someone to pick one off as well.
Invoker's back, so the pause should end in a moment's time, then we finally get into this game. If you're just tuning in, welcome. My name is Dragondrop. I'm joined by Chooks, Thunder from Almost Down Under. This is Infamous versus Elite Wolves. Let's take a look at the lineups. Up here in the dire side, we got Van on the Shadow Fiend, Ivo playing the Vengeful Spirit, Smash on the Beastmaster, and Guard is, I believe, Mystico playing the Earthshaker, and already TPing out Place Award is Masoku playing the Mirana.
Very subtle lineup. On the side of Infamous, we have Excel playing the Dazzle support. We've got Kotaro playing the Death Prophet, which may be going mid. We've got Greedy on the Invoker. My keys are stuffed up. Zetok on the Night Stalker, and Stinger playing the off-lane Faceless Void.
Stalker actually gets run into, and there's the first time from Ivo. It's the follow-up Fissure, easy first blood. He ran right into that one. He did not expect any sort of rotation like that, and this is a little bit sloppy, honestly.
30 seconds
Just
to
running in
battle.
like that, but hey, he was happy about it. They're gonna take control of the jungle, gonna take control of the bottom rune. The first battle already? Who actually got that? That was on a Vengeful Spirit, so nice for him. Boots.
Always helps. I mean, quick boots, getting that pick off like that. There's Zetok's just sort of running in, conceding himself up there. We see a smoke now, so sneaking through between the towers. They're looking for Zetok again.
Oh,
No!
he dies again. Well, they have only the Fissure now, but nice little block off. Arrow will actually miss, so that's what I was talking about. Not the best setup. The tower's wailing away, so Z-Talk will not die a second time. If he did, it would have been hilarious and so annoying and infamous ban at the same time. But hey, it's not gonna come to pass, unfortunately. Or fortunately, depending on your viewpoint, but yeah. Siko and Masoku, that's exactly what they need to do with these kind of heroes, right? I mean, want to start throwing down fishes, who want to start throwing down arrows, put on the pressure like that, because neither of these heroes are good lane supports if you really think about it.
No, exactly. And I mean, if you look at what's happened now, it's locked down these supports. They don't really know what to do. They can not stun off into Z-Talk.
It's absolutely beautiful. This time,
Holding onto the arrow now as well.
It's way through the trees. It's way through the trees. The arrow will land on Axel. And I'm gonna try and look for more, but to have another fissure, but not the mana to actually cast it. So it's gonna have to try and right-click him down with the slows. So good with the Orb of Venom. I have to question that, but another fissure comes out with the clarity, giving him the mana. Not actually enough to burst down Dazzle. He will not want to dive on a tower. Z-Talk though, hitting an arrow to the face, he almost ends up dying. He will get punched down. There's a turnaround kill and Stinger is back. I think he died. He died a little bit earlier in the lane too. Coming back now with a TP, securing the counter kill on Masoku, who does get a Dazzle. So 1.5 minutes in, 3 and 2 already. And yeah, I don't know, man. This is South American Dota at its finest, I guess.
It's amazing. It's completely stuffed these lanes up as well. Ao's just been sitting up top lane, getting absolutely free farm for a couple of waves. So he's getting up quite there. Mid lane, Shadow Fiend up against Death Prophet as well. And like we've got Greedy, who's going to be playing a solo, getting initiated on though. He's holding the Fisher. Greedy's about to get initiated on. Smash just going up with the chop. The arrow does fly and miss from Masoku though. So Greedy, solo safe lane Invoker. Get lots of levels, but
it's gonna need some help, but we actually like the approach EWolves is taking this game, because if you think about it, Night Stalker as well as Dazzle, sure they can help rotate around, but they don't really have a lot of kill potential themselves for these counter kills unless EWolves kind of go under the towers and take tower shots. At least not until Night Stalker gets a couple of levels into the nighttime. So what EWolves is doing by just roaming around everywhere is just taking the supports away from Greedy here in the offlane, and if it's just smashed up against him, he's gonna have the upper hand thanks to the boss.
You can see that Nightstalk was also safeguarded. Z-Talk safeguarded himself by putting up a point and Hunter into the night, and Hunter in the night rather really early on as well, just in case he doesn't quite get to that level 4 by night.
Another way to go, right? I mean, can't forgo the silence. I guess one level enhancer tonight is enough. For the most part, you ideally want to have that level 3 at the very least to get the Void. Then if you hit level 4, you will either go for a silence or another level into Night top lane. Though Stinger, he's a Fairy Fire. Ivo though going ham, he wants this kill. Right final actually, a couple of right clicks will do the trick. Stinger eating his way through, eats another Fairy Fire, so big commitment there, but Ivo, he's still going for it. What is going on here? What is going on? He's not gonna get it. Middle.
Oh, the Sunstrike lands. Sunstrike. Greedy.
I don't.
Got him.
To get that proper mid, Sunstrike lands on top, finishes off Ivo after a couple of tower shots. After this kind of ring around the rosy game that they played with Stinger eating. I'm so confused right now.
That was amazing.
Wait 45
watch,
minutes for a scrappy game like this. I mean, I'm not complaining or anything, but still, it's weird.
And the lane that we expected to see things happen early on, middle lane, has been kind of passive at the moment. The Prophet and Shadow Fiend sort of trading blows. Shadow Fiend's up slightly ahead, as he sort of would do, I suppose, once you start picking up souls.
Yeah, especially with the pickup of that Prophet just now, that we kind of missed because the action was happening at the same time on top. It kind of puts him very much ahead. So this is exactly where SF needs to be, on top of the CS chart, top of the net worth chart even as well. And he missed that kill entirely. Ivo just taking his revenge solo by the looks of it. Well, bottom lane, Masoku and Mystico, they're looking for an opening onto Greedy here. Axel's behind him though with the Shallow Grave at the ready. All of a sudden it's not quite as easy anymore. But anyway, Vision just need the angle for the arrow follow-up, which is kind of hard to do. Only is no shakers is set up. Item though, Z-Talk on a Night Stalker. Might actually find Ben here who's hiding in the trees. Yeah, Kotaro, he knows it too, but the jukes are real. And will be able to survive, might be. And there's the arrow, nice little turnaround here, eats into the face. Couple of right clicks and raises. Okay, Ben, please. He'll still get the kill even though he missed the raise. And Dazzle, well, doesn't get a shot of Grave of actually smash. What's a solo kill on him? He tries to go for a turnaround with the cold snap, but doesn't quite have the damage to actually make it happen till the end. And Smash low on health points, we'll have to go back to base, but Masoka and Mystico. It's a combo that has created a lot of space so far already.
It's just one of these games where there's just pressure on all 3 lanes. You can't really keep up with what's going on, where you don't really know where the next little lane ward there. Just to sort of keep an eye on Greedy and keep an eye on the Dazzle, hiding behind the safe lane tower.
Top rune, Ivo might actually be in a little bit of trouble. Spirit Side is top rune, it's still nighttime. Sunstrike not even needed. Get him down, so kinda caught in a bad position. All alone near the rune spot, nowhere to run. That's where the Spirit Siphon really comes in handy too, plus the Night Stalker, obviously. Having that level 3 available. Then,
he's got a
as well.
power
Stingers does have the Chronosphere if he wants to commit it. The ban just dodges that once again, so. Question is, are they getting enough done here? Rana and Earthshaker. I mean, for the longest time they've just been sitting around waiting for these openings. Sometimes they got them, sometimes not, but Z-Talk, well, he's got some out now. There's a turnaround. Sunstrike in mid actually to help finish off the Shadow Fiend under the Chronosphere. I missed that completely.
Dire's middle tower is under
That's what I mean, you can't keep up with it. The global initiate, the global presence of the Invoker as well is quite strong, but I think they're getting enough. There's Shadow Fiend, Beastmaster, and Venge, some decent farm. And they are picking up quite a few kills here as well, even if they are losing their cores once in the blue moon here. But EWolves definitely getting enough on the map right now just to help apply that pressure and keep the Night Stalker of Z-Talk at bay during the first night time.
Mathiam was about to end as well. He didn't get too many extra levels, so he doesn't have the ultimate available. But not being given the lane, which might be a curse actually. He's now all alone and he knows it's coming. Smash, scouts on the trees, scouts a path to Z-Talk. He could be rolled up any moment. There it is. Just use that Venomous there to arrow to follow up, just snag the kill actually. The amount of damage that does level 2 at this range, but and made the rotation so they're at least gonna put more pressure on the tower at the same time. M-God.
Midland as well, M-God.
Yeah, and run down by the Death Prophet here. Now TP comes in from Sobu. They want to try and defend this tower, but with the ultimate going, I'm not sure that's really possible. Comes out, arrow at the ready. We dodged easily, of course, though. Blank and Amasoka has to leap away. He is fine. Did he buy enough time though? I was coming in from the side, doesn't have a stun available, but Afro was just gonna be healed up by the spirits, so all the damage that they've done, all but undone now. Nice little swap back though. He sort of followed, there it is with the fissure. They do claim the kill, Sting is back, doesn't have the Chronosphere. The time lock, unable to really continue the chase. That kind of makes a good exchange there.
So they do lose the tower, but they got the Death Prophet, they got the Shadow Fiend, another kill, and that's just basically free for them. I mean, this is a team that will, once they get a push going, they'll push very, very fast through the Beastmaster, through the Vengeful Spirit Aura, and through even if you want to micro the leap.
Fissure catches him at the edge, Ivo. There it is for the follow-up stun. Sunstrike comes out, will miss completely, but they might actually have enough burst on Ivo. No, Greedy will fall first, and now EWolves should be on the retreat. Z-Talk though, that's not his ultimate, it is not nighttime, so he's not nearly as effective enough. DP with a late TP, unable to come in, but hey, there's a Chronosphere. It's only Stinger though, no real follow-up. Smash also tanky enough to break through that. He does also have the roar. If he wants to turn around, the arrow will be dodged just in the nick of time. Soku is out of options to try and help, but as I said, Beastmaster tanky enough to be able to just walk away.
As one tanky Beastmaster, 9 armor, sorry, not 10, can't even count. Just able to go through that physical damage and basically just tickled him outside of the Chronosphere. There's not enough done for him. He's also picked up his first Necronomic on there as well, so the push game will be here pretty soon.
Not just push, it's also that uncontrollable damage from the Death Prophet that can actually make the difference. If spilling into EWolves, so that can make a difference. Ivo, there's a stun. Spirit Siphon is going though, so the DP quite tanky, but there's a couple of extra helping heroes on the side. But look at the damage, look at it! You almost solo kill all three of them. The Sunstrike comes out, will be shared between M-God and Masoku.
Structures are fortified.
Lucky for Masoku though, I would have killed him if he took the whole brunt of that.
It would have M-God just obviously knowing that and just hugging his teammates saying, hey buddy, I've got you back. 17 kills already this game, 10 minutes in, 1 tower down. So much action happening everywhere. Smash has now just picked up his Necronomicon level 1, so it's now on him. He'll be looking to probably push the top lane here with the first use of it.
Still tier 1 tower remaining, so at about half health, there will be a reaction, no TPs in from the Death Prophet, so don't really want to go into that. As I was trying to mention before, that Exorcism, if the EWolves doesn't come out at the right time and it kills a Necro Creep, that can be a lot of unexpected burst damage it wasn't really counting for. Again, looks like they want to go for this DP. They have the roar, just need to get in range, but kind of slippery little witch here. Quite easy without a smoke or blink dagger or anything of the sort. So, the Shadow Fiend now with the Helm of the Dominator. What do you think about this build-up actually, rather than the S&Y or mechanism build-up for SF?
I think it's absolutely fine to get possibly a Wolf or something like that to go with your team as well. I mean, you're probably still going to go for the S&Y next, just because it's such a handy item for the event as well.
Radiant's top
especially with
tower
the
is
lineup
under
they got.
attack.
A lot of wars going on there. He'll be able to chase down everything that he needs to. But I think the Helm of Dominator, very solid pickup for now. Just to help him keep accelerating his farm there as well.
Oh, Ivo, he's been caught. It's a pipeline rotation at the very least that will secure them the tier 1 tower at the top.
Radiant's top
We'll be able to
tower
claim
is
that,
under
but at
attack.
what cost? No chance. Next one on the list of casualties,
Radiant's
perhaps.
top tower is falling.
It's also somewhat risky as well. I mean, they're going to take it down rather quick, but if Elite Wolves can sort of figure this out, they'll be in there in no time at all. As Earthshake is sort of having a little roam around now. The arrow flies in, so they do have vision in the center.
Under attack.
There's Moonlight Shadow here. M-God doesn't quite have the ultimate just yet, so even if he had a blink dagger, couldn't have actually
Radiant's
got it
middle
off.
tower is under attack.
No chance, falling slowly but surely, but can actually get done. The Moonlight Shadow will end this roll this thing, and it will cross casualty, but no! The Shell Grave comes out, he needs another arrow. He might still have dying here, but it's already made enough space. It's gonna be enough for Axel try to TP out. What can happen? It just will be triggered immediately. The Invisor is the only thing that's keeping that from alive. No ultimates, so no damage potential. Green would just be bursted down. Absolutely not worth it for them, and now EWolves on the hunt. They're looking for DP, who's just sticking around. Way too long here. Arrow lands. It lands on creep.
Creep in the way, so DP may still be able to walk out of this safely, but it was a very bad rush down as well because Beastmaster's Glaives actually took the last hit as well.
Runs into Smash, he's slowing him down with the ball. First Siphon comes out as well. Ivo's there though, he has a swap, he has stun, but I actually want to go for it. It could have been an easy kill actually. Oh, the arrow. Maybe will be dodged. Actually almost hit on top lane now. Ivo's silenced up, all alone in trouble. He will be Sunstrike will miss. No, and will not catch him right at the edge. That's just a questionable decision, not going for a swap there, not going for the DP when this team was still around, instead going for the lonely routes. This team couldn't
I think he committed to that for too long. I think he was probably saying to his teammates, hey guys, look, we've got a kill here, we can do something about it, but decides not to instead.
Well, it's if there's one thing that I would want to criticize on EWolves play, it's Ivo just being caught out a little bit too often. I mean, he's the core bench. He's got what he needed already, so it's not too big of a deal. But still, you want to have some sort of progression. You do. Looks like he wants to go for Drums build perhaps, unless it's just a casual bracer. So, Chronosphere, they do find Masoku, Sunstrike to follow, easy kill, and that's a gem too. Oh, that's a
that is
really
the gem on the deck.
Gem. It's now a Night Stalker.
I believe it was just delivered as well, so that's a very quick trade indeed of items.
Oh no. Like, alright, Night Stalker, well, he doesn't have his axe yet, so might as well give him the gem now, so what? Oh hey, Walker was top. Not anymore.
And Neko 3 finished on Smash as well, thanks to all the goings on earlier, so that was quite an easy pick off. Even if Invoker did Ghost Walk, he was able to just walk out of there pretty easily.
They see him with a creep here being stunned up, and time walks out of it. And does quite a bit of the damage, so he will be able to survive barely.
Are fortified.
All the need would have been another race, but couldn't quite get it. Oh, there's a swap. Talks. It's just stunned. It is nighttime, but he is dead, so he can't actually make use of it. There's no silence there, but that's all the DP had to give. Not a lot of mana to play with right now, so the tier 1 will fall. Be able to do some pressure to the tier 2 as well. They recognize that, alright, no mana on DP to speak of, no Chronosphere for another while, no Nightstalker even to annoy us. Before the night is done, so hey. Tier 2. Nice on Twitch actually, arrow follow up on Axel. Mexico, man, it's like MVP already for me.
Yeah, he's definitely been on this. He does deserve MGod this game. The fishes have been quite nice. The setup as well into it, and just picking off these free kills. I mean, even though it is only a dazzle, it's still a kill nonetheless. And it may allow them to actually push down this tier 2 at top lane as well, and just apply so much map pressure. Yes, I've lost a gem, but still getting so much out of it all the same.
Just look at Shadowfiend, right? He's almost, he's more than 3k above the death profit right now. And this is exactly the type of area where you want your Shadowfiend to be. Pushing power as well, with the inner beast maxed out, plus the neck creeps, it's just so much damage. And yeah, they're not wasting any time. Said, alright, we wasted enough time before the game even started, so let's just whack away at the tower 60 minutes in. Just like that, it's almost dead even. No one really responding to it. Is Infamous doing what they were doing, just trying to farm up together in the jungle, because they're so scared of EWolves right now.
Yeah, they've applied so much in the last 2 or 3 minutes, they don't really know what to do. They are going to smoke up though and try to go for a hunt and see if they can pick off anything. Just try to look at IWO down at the bottom lane here, who could be under a bit of trouble. Does he use up by Greedy? Sunstrike Meteor to follow. Zetok there with the Void, just going to pick him off, hopefully very shortly. They're taking a little while to kill him off. Moonlight Shadow may actually save. Dust has connected though, so if they do find EWO...
The swap out, and then the bottle charges, but not enough to actually save him. Zetok getting that extra bit of nuke damage out, but ENG stops the TP at the very least, and might get a counter kill. Masoko already missed the arrow. And Zetok, hey, he's pretty damn fast. On Nightstalker popping that ultimate, but the stun is there with no extra follow-up damage.
Does manage to stop a TP, but that's your Echo Slam down. Just to try to stop a TP and go for the maybe kill. But it did take quite a while to kill off EWO as well. So EWO, the nice little swap, wasted a little bit more time. When he almost got out. Pretty much knew he was dead.
He almost got out. I mean, even with the uncharge from the Earthshaker almost bringing it up across that medical line, that would have saved him from the nuke. Was at night time, that Void. Pretty damn strong from Nightstalker still. Yeah, so it doesn't really change your whole picture. If you look at the graphs, EWolves with a comfortable lead, 5k experience, about 8k in terms of gold, and you can just see by the way they're moving, feeling very confident. They're exerting map control right now, and Infamous a little bit more apprehensive here in terms of where they are farming even.
It's gonna cost him a bit here too, because Van's almost got a Skadi. He looks like he's brought an app. So he's skipping the S and Y. He's gone for the Yasha just for the movement speed, because that's still handy as it is. Going straight for the Skadi to help cut down these heroes, and just pick them off quite easily.
And also just to stay alive. I mean, we saw it with Ivo. I mean, Vengeful Spirits can get deceptively tanky if you let them get up some items. I mean, he's not going for the cast out Yasha with the Dominator build, but with Treads, with the Aquila, as well as the drums, it's a lot of cheap stats to play with. So, can't really burst him down as easily as you would maybe want. And then, if the Scout is done on Shadowfiend, he's gonna be in a similar position.
Speaking of, we'll be going for the items pretty soon here as well. So, one big item, probably even go for the Desolator or something like that there, just to help push down the rest of the game, pretty much. And it can definitely harm Infamous's defenses very heavily.
Was the Scotty completed? Mirana has a gem back, so a new gem. There's some item coming back. That's nice. Swap into the arrow, into Mystico. Easy kill. And it might actually turn into a high ground push. They have to watch out though. There's a Chronosphere level 2 available. Middle lane though, hey, they lose the death prophet. Just smash alone. It's a blink now, so blink raw into neck creeps, wailing away with the extra attack speed, and yeah, Zoeter's down, might force some buybacks here. That tier 3 is not gonna stand for too long.
And that's not something they want to do either. These buybacks are going to hurt them so much as well. They do blow the fortification to try to buy some time and maybe see what they can do about it, but they'll be discussing heavily. As top tower though falls down as well, so they're going to have to do these buybacks. Shadowfiend takes down the bottom tier 3, so there's 2 tier 3s gone. Chronosphere will hit them back.
There's another Shadowfiend will still be revealed to that, but no one else. Ivo actually takes still quite a lot of damage with this under the sentry, so he will be the one falling. Yule Scepter up on the Shadowfiend. There's another BKB and still not taking enough, even with Skadi, to stay alive up against the whole force of Infamous here. Z-Dog still hunting for more, but hey, at what cost? Smash! He took the melee ranks up top. Space created. That's what you call that.
Range 1 will fall down the creeps pretty quickly as well. Z-Talk there, just dipping his life way down the bottom lane eventually.
Still going for it. Misoko might actually be dying here. Does have to leave, but it's been silenced out.
Holding a gem as well.
Cheated, you'll save them. Did it? Pattern tornado, yeah, they still get him.
Your ignorance
A little while longer now, greedy. He's kind of stuck in the trees. Is he?
So that's the second gem from EWolves now down on the deck. I believe.
It's the other gem, man. Might have been the first gem that now passed back, I think. God, middle
They've
lane.
been nice raw onto death prophet, easy kill for Smash, just down.
Just keeps doing it too. Almost on cooldown.
I wouldn't be surprised if he goes for an Axe next just to keep applying the pressure.
Yeah, why not? You can't rely on the extra damage from the Necrobooks, so in that sense, it doesn't really matter if you have the low cooldown on the raw. But still, Z-Talk, it's still nighttime for quite a while, but Smash, he's being very confident right now. Just sends his creeps, do the damage here and ward them away. Same time, they're bring space for Roche, which is back up now. We'll know about it with the Doctor Summon inside.
And this will be an easy Roche for EWolves as well. Arrow flies in to stun it. Take this down in no time at all.
The miss. They know about it now with the Sunstrike coming in, but they're in no position to actually contest. With the Chronosphere, maybe they could have done something. You know, then they would need the damage from the Death Prophet, who is of course dead and without ulti.
It's like EWolves now probably going to do the same kind of thing as beforehand. It's like Beastmaster's going to cruise up towards the top lane and keep applying the pressure there, and the other four will just roll through bottom and try to take down 2 lanes of racks at the same time. Both being exposed, it shouldn't take them too long. They can get the right initiations off as well.
Now once again, we've seen this before, the only thing that they have to really worry about is the Chronosphere. Last time around they were quite good at dodging it, and this time around it's far away enough from Stinger after the time walk. Even went for the Blink Dagger to just try and make sure they can get closer. But in this case I think the ball was there to interrupt the given the cooldown on it. Yeah, smoke up inside the base. Just goes to show how scared Infamous are right now.
Especially because I know Exorcism's down and it's about to fall off in about 10 seconds here. Yeah, nice opening now for EWolves to roll up.
Oh, they actually find Smash there. Burst him down, but yeah, the rest of the EWolves are looking to make the trade out of middle Rex, taking some damage now. Single man Chronosphere on Emgard, he's thinking he's an arrow on Misoko in the back, keeping Mystico alive. They will bring down Void. To no gain, Shallow Grave keeps alive under Death Prophet, only for a moment longer though. And both of these cores, they don't have buyback, swap back and Gritty, which is taking so much damage from the right clicks alone even. And as the Ghost walk away and will survive, well, you use the spells. Doesn't have anything to give here, so that'll be a dead set of racks. Top lane is also being pushed in with the super melee creeps. They'll just take care of the range racks all by lonesome. And the rest of the EWolves, they can just take care of the last set of racks. This might be a game right here, right now.
This might be a game right here. The few drum charges as well to try to push the deal there. Imgard has just been amazing on his Earthshaker though. First just to block the kill on Void after getting initiated on.
They're gonna try, but everything misses from Greedy. It's just not his game. The racks are dead. And they will disrupt this a little bit, but main tracks It'll be an excellent falling, as I said. Super Goose will take care of the top one. Z-Talk, he's narrative fades under Fissure, Emguard with a follow-up stun here. And Ben, as he uses ultimate, not really. Not in this game, I don't think. It's going for the heroes, or it should be going for the range tracks, but now.
Radiant's middle barracks.
Be done deal.
The Dire now have mega creeps.
Done, the Megas are up, Shaker's running back down as well, just to help finish things off.
Just powerless right now, they don't have the cooldowns. It is the GG. Not exactly spelled properly, so don't think the triggers, but they're disconnecting. There's the actual GG.
Greedy's done it now anyway to call it.
Radiant's middle tower.
Oh well, that's a bit disappointing. We waited longer for the game to start. The game actually took.
Exactly, and then the lineup that I thought may have had the most troubles actually just kept snowballing, but it's what they needed to do. They needed to just get those items and just get the levels really and keep going. The pressure applied to the Night Stalker and the Dazzle early on really did pay dividends for them, because Night Stalker got nothing done in night number 1.
We just EWolves catching Infamous on wrong foot here with the Maranas.